Doom and gloom. End of days. Major, major retracement, they're saying. It's almost the end. All right. Hang on a second here. I was almost prepared. So close. Do you have the OP of Doomsday Prophet, Mike? No. No, I don't have that one. I did. I just did an auction of the Atlas Thorn version. What is this little swirly thing I got going on here? See this swirly here? There we go. Got to mix that back into the brush. You got a butt shot? All right. So, yeah, so people are talking about some beta prices coming down. People are wondering, is this the end for Sorcery? Some people are getting nervous. There's more supply coming on the market. So there was, there was talk of that when they initially announced that they were going to reprint beta and we were going to have more. Initially, they said more supply to the underserved markets. Underserved. So they said Europe, what was it? Asia, Europe, and South America and Brazil. And then, they added that U.S. will also get some additional supply, and that'll be targeted to innkeepers. So the innkeepers are the people that backed, as part of the Kickstarter, stores that backed the Kickstarter from the very beginning. And then there was, like 138 stores or something like that? Maybe it got up to 200. I think it was like 100 and change. It was decent for like a Kickstarter campaign. And then also the Play Network stores. So then they launched the Cardi.io Play Network. So if you're hosting events in-store gameplay, those people and the innkeepers who supported the game from the beginning, the stores that supported, they will be getting some amount, very limited, extremely limited, I think is the word that Simon used in the announcement. So what happened was, and Sophie just covered this in her video at Cardboard Guide as well, there was a email that went out to innkeepers and store networks, Play Network stores, and it was initially just to gauge interest so far, right? They wanted to know if people were interested in acquiring some beta, and it didn't say anything about quantities other than it would be extremely limited, right? So we don't know how much they're getting. I mean, people are going to speculate, right, until that's known. I guess, go Bills. Yeah, go Bills. Is there a bobblehead around? Where's their bobblehead? On the floor? It's a bobblehead. Let's see a bobblehead. You talking about my head? So, so it goes out to the stores, and we're all waiting to hear how many boxes or cases will be available. And he said extremely limited. What does that mean? It's a relative term. It means nothing, really. Until we know, we don't know. We can only speculate. So it could be like 2 cases per store, 12 boxes. Who knows? And you have like an event or two, and then boom, you're right there into Arthurian Legends. And I don't know. It's kind of seems like it is intended to supplement and retain the existing core market base. And then the growth and expansion phase is intended to happen with Arthurian Legends and beyond. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes, right? But people are nervous because apparently beta singles are coming down a bit and alpha singles, and they're somewhat illiquid and whatnot. And I don't know. It's the summertime, A lot of people are on the beach and doing other things, They don't have as much time for gaming at the moment. So what are we doing here today? We got a few things going on. I should probably close some stuff so I'm not so distracted. But we're gonna open. Let me go to the overhead cam. Let's see who's in here first of all. And I'm assuming the audio's good. We're good. We got Cardboard Guide, Jayzilla, Noble Dragon Games on the Discords, and Daniel Heller. What's up, man? Goldfish 1, trying to convince my local game stores to carry Sorcery. No denying the game is growing. Noticing more and more stores popping up. Oh, that's good. I usually don't hear as much about, who is this, the Daily Mike? Who is this guy? Are you on Discord? I think I've seen you show up in a few of the lives recently, but I'm not sure who you are. But I like the name. It's a strong name. You must have a strong chin. It's very clear to me that you got a strong chin. All right. Yeah. So he's saying stores are popping up. I don't know. A lot of people are saying stores are not getting involved yet until the game's a little more proven out. And there's actually, I mean, it makes sense. Like a new store is not. They can't possibly really come on board because they can't get the product just yet. So. Again, I think that'll happen after Arthurian Legends once there's more beta and Arthurian Legends available. So we're kind of like in a lull period. I mean, other games have struggled with trying to predict demand. And I think Sorcery has struggled. In my opinion, I think Sorcery struggled with that a little bit. They underestimated demand, which is good. You know, you'd rather have more demand than supply. But I think going into Arthurian Legends now, I think this waves strategy will give them a little more flexibility and ability to try to. You always want to like hit equilibrium as best as possible with supply and demand, so you don't cause secondary market instability and erode confidence if there's an oversupply situation and that pressures prices lower. So printing in waves and doing it in a measured, incremental way will help sustainment throughout the year and feed those local stores that are supporting in-store gameplay, collectors who want to keep acquiring too, and fill out their sets or whatever, and new stores that want to get involved as they hear about it more and more from the big Arthurian Legends release and Spiel. And also in the U.S. In Sorcery at SorceryCon in Las Vegas a few weeks later, and then throughout the year, you know, as the product starts showing up and people realize that it's freaking amazing and the art is good. The art is freaking real good. Some people say it sucks. Freaking who says that? Who would say that? It's freaking absurd. It's the great, like the two greatest art projects are Magic and Sorcery. I mean, without question, right? That are doing original traditional art these days. I think Warlords is kind of interesting. They're doing some traditional art. So that guy, I saw Jeff Menges is involved in that, and Chris Arneson, good guy, and a few other great artists. So it's cool to see several projects now doing traditional arts. But to my, I don't know about the new Warlords reboot, but prior to that, I think Sorcery was the only one wholly dedicated to it. So good on them for this kind of renaissance of sorts of traditional art. All right, so let me go to the overhead cam here. There we go. There he is. All right. Hang on. One of these will do what we needed to do. All right, so what we got going on here. So on the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group, go look for it. There's about 4,100 members, so you know you're at the right place if it says 4.1K in terms of members. I'm going to talk about each of the cards you see laid out here. I might do that after the sample break, but I've been on the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group. I have been talking a lot about Guardians, TCG, right? Or CCG, as they called it, collectible card game, limited edition booster packs. So this was, there was a guy selling this in the Dead CCG's Facebook group, and he said, like, I guess his father had passed, and he said, like, his dad, I guess, like, had an old store, from what I understand, and he had a bunch of these boxes just kind of like in storage left over that were never sold. So they're in great condition. Although I'm gonna open at least one of them, and I think I'm gonna open it on the channel. And I've been doing a deep dive on the community Facebook group and the Collector Arthouse Discord. I have a special channel dedicated to the history of Sorcery, right? And it's very clear that Eric drew a lot of inspiration from this Guardians CCG, right? So there's a lot of cards that have the same titles. The design of the cards themselves have a lot of the almost full frame artwork. Very minimalist text box, and really features the artwork. You had art from Keith Parkinson, Don Mates, oh man, who else? Brahm, obviously, from the Shadow Warrior, or the Brahm Death Speaker card. This one over here. You know, this is from Guardians CCG, right? This game. So a lot of the artwork in Guardians was reused for other projects, and we're coming to find out that you know, Sorcery is like a homage to the early 90s. There's a lot of games that came out in that 1995 time frame, and a lot of those games had like a handful of releases at most. Some had like one release and not even a follow-up. I think like Hyborian Gates, I want to say the Boris Vallejo and his wife Julie Bell They had maybe one expansion or maybe just one release, right? So a lot of them died out fast, but there was a lot of art concepts, card design concepts, gameplay mechanic concepts that it's clear that Eric leveraged for the design of Sorcery. So I'm doing a deep dive on these old dead CCGs, and I'm going to do some breaks on the channel, and we're going to dig into some of these cards and some of the influences for Sorcery. Is one of the things I like to do. I mean, my channel is really largely dedicated to the art of Sorcery and the artists, but also to the history of Sorcery and the unique things like curios and influences on the game, the early development of the game, trying to uncover all those details. But today, we're going to do a sample pack opening and an alpha box break. And I had, I have several more sample packs, and there was someone in the community who really was interested in acquiring a pack, and actually sold. So this pack, he let me open on the channel essentially, right? But he wanted it to be a European pack. So this one is from Germany, where you have the sticker on the front with the barcode. That's how you know it's a German pack. And they all have the sticker on the front like this, the void sticker. And then on the back of the US American packs, you had a sticker on the back. The German packs had no sticker on the front, and it was actually on the front face of it. So that's why you have it here. And I actually need to get my axe tool. So sit tight for a minute. So people join the stream and the guy's not even there. Empty chair, overhead cam. So the Guardian CCG, right? One of the major influences of Sorcery. And this is the Braum throwback. Look at this. How's this one for a screenshot? You got the Death Speaker, and like I was saying, and two cool things about Guardian CCG. One, they had the art almost go the full frame of the card. It was a large portion of the card. The title of the card is actually down here by the game mechanic. So you didn't have to worry about any kind of card title up top, and you could fully feature the artwork. They also were doing some innovative things with breaking the card border. So you see it kind of has like a border here, and then the artwork would sometimes transcend the border and go all the way to the edge of the card, which is really awesome. And now Eric takes it a level further where there is no border at all. It's borderless. And you could feature the art even more. Even with the text box covering a little bit at the top typically, and down here, you still fully feature the artwork, and it looks absolutely incredible. So it takes it like a step forward into the future in modern times while also paying homage to this great influential card game. This game had about 5 sets. It had a limited, a couple sets in between, then a revised, and I think it was a total of like 3 expansions plus limited and revised is the 5 sets. So they're out there. Prices are kind of getting jacked up. A lot of people in my Collector Arthouse Discord jumped over to the Guardians Discord. So we're getting really into the history of Guardians. So let's see. All right, guys. Let me see. All right, people always message me. During the live. All right, so let's do the sample pack first. Sample pack's always a ton of fun. I got some sleeves here. Probably going to need some more top loaders. Yeah. All right. Got top loaders and sleeves. So, again, the one person acquired this sample pack and very generously allowed me to open it for the content on the channel. So that's what's going on today. We don't have to go to the Wheel of Names for this one, for that reason. And then for the alpha box break is going to be, he basically, so the guy bought the full sample pack. He basically bought the pack for the break price, slightly discounted relative to that. He's just a real generous person that's been around for a long time, super into Sorcery and into sample cards and whatnot. And so we're opening this pack. Typically, I would do I have several more packs, and I would typically do like a break where people can buy into it. But today we're handling it a little differently. And it'll be a little more streamlined. We don't have to spin the wheel, so that'd be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll still sleeve them all up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we expect 15 cards in this pack, hopefully. Been about 2 or 3 packs that did not have the... Is my phone muted? It didn't have 15 cards. It had 14 cards. So let's try to get into this bad boy. Mike keeps meeting all these generous people. Yeah, man. There's a lot of like incredible people in the community. We're currently raising funds for the Vegas Sorcery Con. I'm going to talk about that after the break. I'm trying not to get too distracted. But the fundraising efforts have been phenomenal. I have offered up my own. I never sell my own stuff, guys. You guys know I'd never sell anything. I'm a bit of a hoarder and hardcore collector, I guess you would say, of sorts. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm an unconventional collector because I'm into paintings and just unique, like, rare oddity items, early development cards, and I don't know, like, odd-end stuff, sketches. Not so much the mainstream cards. All the time. I do have some of those, but I don't have, like, a massive collection of the mainstream cards. Try to protect the pack face, like I always do. So... what was I talking about there? Why was I talking about that? Lost my train of thought. So yeah, the oddities is what I'm into. But yeah, so like I was saying, I very rarely sell my own stuff. But I'm offering up, I happen to have a curio of the Guile Sirens by Elvira Shakarova. And I'm auctioning that, and 100% of the proceeds are going to go towards supporting the artists in their expenses, to try to cover their expenses to come to Sorcery Con. So the thing is, like, the Sorcery Con budget is levered to ticket sales. And this is early stages of Sorcery. We don't know how many tickets we're going to sell. I think we've sold, I don't know, somewhere between 100 to 150. So we need to project to some extent how many we're going to sell. And then that determines what our total budget is, right? So rather than sit around and wait to find out what that is, I am being proactive and doing things to try to raise funding to make sure that we don't have to turn away any artists at any point. You know, we already have 6 artists, which is a record for any sorcery event, and I'd love to have several more if I could get a few more to come, right? And I don't want to hit a point where we're saying, you know what, we didn't sell enough tickets, we don't have enough to, you know, cover you enough to come out, right? There's got to be a value proposition for the artist to come. So what I'm doing is proactively raising funds to make sure budget is no obstacle and we can provide them generous compensation to come out to the event and do well. You know, like doing signatures, selling prints, maybe selling originals since Arthurian Legends will be out. Who knows? Or at least displaying originals. I mean, I don't know. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. It's going to be great. Like I said, 6 artists. I'm hoping to get a couple more. Hoping to get a few international. It's very expensive for international to fly out to the U.S., so that's why I don't want to bank on ticket sales entirely. And I don't want artists to have to pay, really, to come to the event. It's customary to pay for their airfare and hotel, and that's what we intend to do. So I offered my beta curio card, and I also acquired the 4 elemental avatar sketch cards, and the person who sold them to me very generously offered to donate $1,000, incredible sum of money, $1,000 to the artist fund for Vegas. And I'm not sure if he's even coming. You know, like, the amazing thing is people have reached out to me and they said, hey, Mike, how can we help? How can we help contribute to a positive community experience? Is there a way to donate to the artist fund? And I think we're working on the website. Me and the other planning coordinators, there's a guy, Drew's actually the guy that's managing the website. So he's working on adding a button where you'll be able to donate if you choose to help the budget for that. And yeah, people that aren't even coming to the event, they're like, how can I help? You know, I want to make sure that the sorcery community is well taken care of and everybody has a great time. And it's a real touching gesture that people would do that. Even people that aren't going to experience it for themselves, they are, you know what, I don't want to top load it because I want to get a good look at the cards first. They're willing to contribute to the cause and help the community have a good time. So Anyway, here we are, guys. It's time to get into the break. The opening. The break will be the alpha card. So let's go to Collector Arthouse. And I might want to have the cards for reference. Do we have Eric on the call? Danny Huffman. What did I miss? I've just been rambling like I always do, man. Just been running my mouth a whole lot. I don't know. Maybe someone in chat can summarize. There's too much ground to cover. So we're opening a sample pack. Then then I'm gonna have like a preview, some crazy stuff coming up, right? Some wild stuff. There's gonna be a debut of a new altarist that I'll be working with, and there'll be an altar coming to auction tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Amazing artist from another artist from Europe, and very unique style, very different than all the other ones. I've been working with Atlas Thorne, Vivian Calazans, Dustin Brossard, and there's another artist that I'm super excited about. I'm going to preview that card that's coming tonight. It's going to be very exciting. So, hey, John, how you doing? Card Art Chris, what's up, man? Sean, how you doing? Hey, kids, he says. All right, here we go. Let's get into... Should I shuffle the pack? Comment if I should shuffle the pack. Let me know. Or else we're just going to go... Let me see what's on top. All right. We got Ordinary on top. So what that likely means is we're going to hit all the Ordinaries, and then we'll get to the Exceptionals and the... let's just do that. Let's just go straight linear, right? We'll do the... No, shuffle? Now they're saying shuffle. So we could start with the Ordinaries and work our way towards the hits. They're all kind of hits, right? Because even the Ordinaries are extremely rare. Good luck with the break. We got a no shuffle. So we got conflicting votes here. We got a couple shuffles. I think we got 2 shuffles and 2 nons. We got another non-shuffle. Hey, while we're wasting time, please like the video. And if you guys would please leave a comment. No one ever comments on my videos. What is that? The views are decent, like I get modest views, but no one wants to comment about anything. So help the cause. Comment on the actual video. I appreciate you guys commenting on the live. Sometimes people don't comment on the lives. It's also kind of weird, but definitely hit the like button and comment. It'll help me out because it's really hard to grow when you do a lot of lives and not so much recorded content. All right, so we got a lot of no shuffles, so let's just go. No shuffle. All right, first one. We were just talking about Elvira Shakarova. So we have the Rimland Nomads. So the Rimland Nomads, I guess, should I jump to the website? I might just do it on the side here to be efficient with it. And I'm at Collector Arthouse. I'm looking at the Elvira Shakarova page for her cards. In the Rimland Nomads, what's really interesting about this, all right, let me show you guys something. So if we go back to, all right, I don't want to mess up the order, so I'm going to do this, but take a look at the Atlas card here. In the early days with the sample cards, we had each of the regions of the Atlas map labeled, right? And it's kind of hard to see. Am I max zoomed here? And I'm moving all over the place, but it's probably hard to see from your angle and vantage points. But we have Highland, Midland, Unland, and Firelands. So when Elvira Shakarova came on my channel for an interview, she was talking about each of her cards from the Alpha set. You should go back on the live tab at Collector Arthouse and look back on that interview. And we went card by card. And I recall she told me that when this was commissioned, it was called the Fireland Nomads. And you could kind of see the concept, right? With like the, I don't know. She might kill me if I get this wrong. But to me, it looks like a Firelands and some like hot lava magma kind of coming through the scene, right? And this woman here and her companions and the camel traversing the Firelands. And they actually changed this to Rimland for the Alpha title. But it's really cool. It's a fire card, so Firelands makes sense. And it's a beautiful artwork. I mean, I don't know. I don't hear this card discussed a lot, so I'm not sure how meta-relevant per se. It looks like it's a well, I don't know. It probably changed from the sample card. Yeah, it became 2 to cast and 2 toughness, but 2 to cast with 3 toughness would have been a great aggressive deck card with the efficiency of getting that out early in gameplay. But the Rimland Nomads, once known as the Fireland Nomads when the art was commissioned. Beautiful artwork. All right. They got a speck of dust in there. Oh, no, it's on top. Okay, so I got it off of there. All right, next one from the top. Spectral Stalker. So really excited. We actually got an auction going from Jeff Easley right now for one of his artist proof cards. It took forever to convince him to do his artist proof paintings, and he did 3 cards to start. 2 of the East-West Dragon, and Heat Ray was the first one that we offered. So there's a East-West Dragon that ends tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. But this is the Spectral Stalker. So we're doing the ordinaries first, and we're working our way towards the hits. If Eric, A-R-I-C, is in the chat, and you could chime in on chat on what the pops are, there's a spreadsheet at collectorarthouse.com that Eric manages that has all of the population report numbers as best we know. So he does a great job curating that content and letting us know how many of these exist. So if I look at the Spectral Stalker from Alpha, it's the same name. So again, it's interesting. This also used to be 2 to cast with 3 toughness. This changed to 2 toughness. So that was kind of normalized a bit, same as the Rimland Nomads. But otherwise, it's a very similar card. The type line text in Alpha says, an ordinary undead roams betwixt the between. And here you see an ordinary spirit stalks this neighborhood. Man, amazing artwork. All of Easley's artwork is really incredible. The guy is an absolute pro. So Vaults of Zool. I thought you were Woon, man, because he's got the Singapore Facebook group called Vaults of something or other. That's what I was talking about Friday night when I did my live with Jeremy. I was asking if you're coming to Sorcery Con. I thought you were Woon out in Singapore. So I guess you are coming to Sorcery Con, but I don't know who you are. So I look forward to meeting you there. All right, next one off the top. Stop rambling like a dummy. Sandworm. All right, so I pulled this one several times. This is an ordinary beast, senses vibration here. So this is a really cool one. Oh, he's in Seattle with David. Oh, okay. Cool, man. Yeah, David, you're talking about David, one of the coordinators that we're working with for Sorcery Con? That's awesome. Yeah, I hope to see a lot of you guys at Sorcery Con Las Vegas. It's going to be an epic experience, and we're looking forward to sharing more information on that, hopefully very soon. So the other guys are planning all the gameplay events and a lot of the logistics, a lot of the budget management, that stuff. My focus is just on the art stuff. And I have a lot of, I need to focus on that, right? Because I'm trying to get a lot of artists to commit. I'm trying to manage the expenditures of the budget to support the artists for that. So I'm letting those guys worry about that, and I'm focused on art. But keep an eye out on the website for the Sorcery. SorceryCon.com is the website for Vegas. And make sure you get your tickets, and that will really help us budget for this. Daniel Huffman's coming, so you better be there. That's awesome. Ooh, Border Militia. So this is a real cool, classic, old school art concept by Truitt. And again, I also had Truitt on the channel, and he talked about each of his cards in Alpha, just like I did with Elvira Shakarova. And it was really interesting hearing him talk about each of the concepts, the art direction from Eric, and then the concept that he came up with for the piece. And this one, I think he said he was trying to capture this village of warriors being kind of called to duty. Summon a 1-power foot soldier at each friendly village near an enemy site. So you see they're assembling near the enemy site, the Border Militia. The art concepts are really cool. All right, so we'll get some more top loaders ready. And oh, Miracle Workers. All right, so Jeff Menges this time. So this is interesting. This is 3 to cast and 1 power toughness. I'm wondering, how did this one change? It's weird. I know more about the sample cards than I do the alpha cards. So I got to reference the website. All right, so this was changed from 2 to cast and 1 power toughness. Ordinary mortals of miraculous recoveries. It now says in alpha, ordinary mortals on a mission of mercy. So it has a genesis effect. You may return a minion that died this turn from your cemetery to your hand. Oh, nice. If one of your minions dies near the healers, return both to your hand. Okay, so that now it returns both the Miracle Workers and the minion. So it actually got a bit of a buff in that regard. And also, yeah, casting cost was reduced from 3 to 2. Nice. I'm still working the wife to let me go to both Gen Con and Sorcery Con. Oh, man, so Jay Zilla, if you got to choose, you got to come to Sorcery Con, man. I assume you're already committed to Gen Con. So It is what it is, dude. But freaking Vegas. Is there a better place in the world to have a convention in Vegas? That is the real deal. That is a real deal step for Sorcery and for the community hosting an event. Because you're going to have Magic Con the week before. A lot of Magic, a lot of the old school Magic guys are going. And they're coming right back, baby, right back to Sorcery Con Las Vegas. Or staying for the week. I don't know. A lot of them are West Coasters. You know, you got the LA crew and then the Beasts of the Bay in Northern California and the San Francisco Bay Area. So a lot of those guys are coming out. Real great group of guys. Wall of Ice, an ordinary aura of frigid resistance. The Wall of Ice. So we have the walls. Something interesting about this, you know, of course, there were the old school walls and Magic the Gathering. So I think, you know, Eric got inspiration from both Magic in that regard. And then there's also walls in Guardians CCG. So that's another similarity that we found from some of these dead CCGs. And Eric is like a massive old school collector. As obvious, he was really into TCGs growing up and then also later in his life. And he has a great dead CCG collection, which has sent me on this frenzy to figure out what is he pulling from there. And there's another thing. So I ordered a few things recently. I'm going to feature them on the channel. Several old dead CCGs that influence Sorcery, and I'm going to showcase some of those cards. We're going to do some breaks of sealed product from those games, and it'll be a real fun adventure looking into a window of history from the early 90s and looking at how that evolved and influenced Sorcery and Eric's choices in Sorcery. So we got Guardians coming. There's a couple others I don't want to name yet because what's happening is it's kind of spiking the prices, it seems, on eBay and some of the Facebook groups and stuff, and it's getting hard to like find the stuff. So I'm not buying this stuff in bulk. I'm just trying to get like some various games at a reasonable price to showcase on the channel and not goose the market and make myself unable to do that. So yeah, thanks, man. Appreciating the Guardian history on the Discord. Yeah, I got to join my Collector Arthouse Discord. There's always a link in these channel notes. I think you guys will find the link tree. So join the Collector Arthouse Discord and the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group, and you'll find where I post like all the time, every single day. And I'm doing this feature where every day I'm showcasing a Guardians card that appears to have influenced Sorcery or has some parallels and similarities. So it either consciously affected Eric's choices in Sorcery or perhaps subliminally his subliminal conscious, because you know, it's in you, right? Like once you grow up with it, it's kind of just in your psyche and your mindset. You like what you like. It's formative in a way, and it influences design choices when you create your own game someday. So here you go. We were talking about the Atlas card with the different regions on the back. So all the Atlas cards are very rare as sample cards, really special. And there's only one in this pack, and that's pretty typical. So the beautiful, simple village. The simple village. And I think, is this the one they changed to rustic village? Let me go to, I love Modesty, man. No, yeah, I think, isn't this rustic now? Don't tell me I got Modesty wrong. It'd be sacrilege. It's not rustic. It is simple village still. So the rustic village is a different one. Oh, man. I love rustic, too. All three of these villages are incredible. And the humble village, I have the original painting of that one. It's absolutely beautiful. But what an artwork. You know, doesn't that really pop off? Really makes an impression. Yeah, it's simple village. Yeah. Busting my balls over here. No, it's actually simple village. Just like the card says. You dummy. It says it on the card. Is this Mike's pack or opening on behalf of someone? I'm opening on behalf of somebody. Yeah, I talked about that before you joined. So he's very generous to let me open his pack on the channel. So I'll get back. I'll probably open up orders for another break. I don't know, guys. Like maybe next month or I don't know. Where will we have a lull? Maybe August will probably be pretty amped up for Gen Con and stuff going on with that next month. And then we'll probably get into spoiler season for Arthurian Legends, I would think, like through September. Maybe September might be a fun time to do the next sample pack break. Just join the Collector Arthouse Discord. That's where I'll be advertising the next break, and you guys could buy into it. I don't do that in the community group because it's not really a marketplace. I just do Bone Rabble. So Jeff had this at the Baltimore show. He had I'm pretty sure this is the last original painting he had from Alpha. and it sold at the Baltimore Sorcery Con. I was super tempted on this and then a sketch. I didn't buy it. I left it, like I saw it first thing in the morning. I was setting up like Friday night, and Saturday was the first day of the main show. And I was like, if the sketch is still there, I'll probably pick up that one. The painting, I have like a real nice painting collection. I got a bit addicted and a little out of hand, and I'm still buying them. So I have like a pretty nice collection, and I'll showcase. A lot of them are at the Framers. So I'll do a reveal someday. I was thinking about doing maybe a live showcase at the next Baltimore event, or wherever Ron hosts the next Sorcery Spring social event. But Bone Rabble was the first foil card I ever pulled. I pulled it on or was it Windmill? I think it was in the Alpha box that I pulled with all the artists when I did the big Alpha showcase event. You could find that on the live tab. I don't even know if it's one of my most watched videos, which is surprising because it's the one I'm most proud of. The Alpha showcase and the Beta showcase, because it introduced the community to so many of the artists. They all made cameos. Like a majority, more than half of the artists made a cameo between those two events, and a lot of them on both events. And there's a lot of real special fun moments, and a lot of first time on camera experiences for a lot of them, and so first time for fans to see them as well. So the Bone Rabble, the Snow Leopard, beautiful one by Lindsay Crumette. So we're getting through the ordinaries. An ordinary beast prowls the ice-clad peaks. And this is the one with the absurdly long flavor text that I never want to read. All right, so is it? Okay, it is coming across the right orientation. So it's still, yeah, this is a great value aggro card, because 1 to cast and 2 power toughness, and that transcended into Alpha, and they did change the flavor text. An ordinary beast prowls powdery peaks, and it's a really beautiful artwork. I think Lindsay Cromette is sending me several embellished prints. The embellished prints will be offered for first right of refusal through the Collector Arthouse Patreon. So you guys can, if you guys want to check out my Patreon, that's also linked in the link tree. And when I do embellished print collaborations with the artist, it's usually a very limited series, typically about 10, only a series of 10, and they sell out very quickly, typically through the Patreon. Sometimes I'm able to open it up to the public, but I give the Patreons first right of refusal. So there'll be some coming from Lindsay that she either shipped out or will be very soon. And also a few artist proofs, which is great because she's extremely busy, and it's very rare that she has time to do artist proof paintings. So there'll be some of those coming, hopefully within like a couple weeks or so. All right. Grapple Shot. Oh, man, that's a monster. If you're going to hit an ordinary, how about one of the best cards in the game? The Grapple Shot. Oh, man, congrats on that one. That is sick. And so we got to take a moment to take a look at how this might have changed. So I actually sold this original painting. It was a very significant sale. It was like close to a record sale at the time. And, you know, the original art just keeps taking a leg higher. So it's really exciting to see the artist doing so well, and so much interest in art. A lot of people that are traditionally game players or game players / collectors and never really collected art are really getting into art and owning originals. Some people are just grabbing the one that they really love. Others are really getting into it and buying several. How much did the painting go for? I want to say this one was around $7,000 to $8,000 in that range. And at the time, I mean, there might have been one 5-figure sale. Since then, there's been some very, very significant sales that I've brokered, mostly privately. I mean, the record was the Avatar of Fire that I recently sold, and I was able to acquire the Avatar of Air. And then the next would be the Sir Tristan from Arthurian Legend. So it's great to see the value is not only in alpha. I mean, the value is in the work, the intrinsic quality of the work, and just people's general enthusiasm and excitement about the prospects of sorcery and their love for the art and the artists. So there's broad adoption and collecting going on of artwork, and we've seen the prices transcend into Arthurian Legends, both with sales that I've helped sell through auction or private sale, and also some that the artists have sold directly after their reveals. They're getting a lot of great interest, and I think what is your, oh, sorry, got distracted. So yeah, this was a significant sale, but there's been several 5-figure sales now at this point, meaning over $10,000 or more. But I would say on average, paintings are going for 4 to 8,000 is probably like the average, right? Like most pieces. And then it depends on, the artist, the medium, the size, the detail. Certainly rarity and power level of the card adds a premium oftentimes. So there's a lot of factors in play. The latest sale I did was Unlikely Alliance from Asi Haikala. I just did an auction of that, and it sold for $4,500. And I think that was a great value on that one. That painting is incredible, guys. Like, it was one that you really do not appreciate until you see it in person. So I did a couple videos. You should check out Collector Arthouse Media on Instagram. I post a lot of videos almost every day of all the artist proof cards that I'm auctioning and original paintings and things like that. And it's a great way to see a lot of the art of sorcery and the art of artists and great emerging altarists. Some of the best in the world that are doing altars on sorcery cards now. So the grapple shot that is 0 to cast is an ordinary quick magic. So it's quick magic. That's a mechanic that went away. That's why it's 0 to cast. No, it's not why it's 0, but it's you could play it. It's 0 because you could, with the quick magic mechanic, you could play it on your opponent's turn. That's a mechanic that did not transcend into alpha. They did away with that for the final alpha version. So the quick mechanic went away and it became 3 to cast. But the effect is super powerful, and that's like a home run. Highly desirable card as a sample card. All right, just catching up on chat a little bit. So we're getting to the meat of the pack. We're going to, let's see, how do they do this? 1, 2, is it 3 exceptionals and then the elite or unique? I want to hit the elite or unique last. So let me just, is that it? No. let me make sure the elite or unique is at the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna peek without you guys seeing from the overhead cam. Ah, that's an exceptional. All right, I'm just gonna do it because I want to be as surprised as you guys. I don't want to mess it up. Hopefully there is an elite or unique. Sometimes there's not, and there's an extra exceptional. But Unravel, beautiful artwork by Severin Pinu, and hold that note because there's going to be a Severin original coming for auction this week. And it's not a painting that's in the game. It's going to be very interesting to see if there's a market for the artwork of these artists beyond the game. And I think whether there is or there isn't, we're going to find out this week how much there might be. But I think in time there will be. Because I'm already hearing it anecdotally. A lot of people are commissioning the artists for unique pieces outside of sorcery. So they're paying several $1,000s for those commissions. And there's also a vast portfolio of beautiful work that the artists have done outside of sorcery that is actually, in many cases, more detailed, more complex, and just detail-oriented pieces because it doesn't need to have a central focal point for use as a card with a easily identifiable gameplay mechanic. So as you start appreciating the art and getting into the art and the style of each of these different artists, you can expand your horizons and also invest or collect in their artwork beyond sorcery, which tends to be really beautiful and profound work. And Severin is certainly no exception. She's one of the best. The Unravel is a beautiful, very popular artwork. All right, so now we're going to get to the exceptionals, and hopefully we'll have a big hit for you with the elite or unique slot. All right. Here we go. Cone of Flame. Oh, man. So I sold this painting ages ago, about a year ago or so, and an exceptional magic belches forth. What's really awesome about this is the splash damage that kind of like inversely correlates to the art concept. So you have this like wizard at the top of the field or hill blasting this beam of damage across these poor bastards who are getting absolutely torched and fried at the bottom of the frame. Yeah, Lord of Itza is saying he should have bought it. Yeah, this is a great card. because of the splash damage. It's a great mechanic that really features the unique aspect of sorcery and the grid-based game design and some of the style. But look at the detail of the Seagrave artwork, man. He's such a pro. I have the Gilded Aegis. I was late on Seagrave. A lot of his stuff was already sold out, but I'm very fortunate to own the Gilded Aegis, which is a really cool, like, iconic looking card, but it's less complex, you know? Like, look at all the detail on this. This is a very significant piece. The Gilded Aegis is more simple in a way because it focuses on the shield, but it looks like really striking and profound. Just really stands out, and it's just beautifully done, the detail and the quality of it. All of Seagrave's stuff. He's incredible. All right. Oh, the Guile Sirens. It's Karma again. Exceptional mythics with 3 times the charm. So that keyword mythics, you know, it was something that you find in Magic, of course, and then also Guardians CCG. So it's perfectly fitting. We're running the charitable auction, fundraising auction, so to speak, for the artists of Sorcery Con coming to Las Vegas. And it's the Guile Sirens Curio that I'm offering. So they did away with the mythics, and it became exceptional merfolk. Croon, a captivating chorus. Exceptional mythics with 3 times the charm. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. I actually have the original sketch of this one, but this is a gorgeous artwork. This is the one that Elvira redid. So she did the other one that was the box topper card, and then became the Beta Curio, which I'm offering. Actually, I got it here. I'll show it to you guys. So this is the card. It's currently live for auction until Tuesday, and 100% of the proceeds of this is the Curio. That's why it's foil, and it does not have the full art back like most foils do. This case is scratched to hell. But the card is in beautiful condition, so I could pull it out later and show it to you guys. The card is in great shape. It's a really cool Curio. So she did this painting first, and then she begged Eric to redo it because she didn't like this concept. She didn't like how it came out or whatever about it, right? So she begged him to redo it, and she redid this one. This became the core card in Alpha, and it became printed as a sample card. But this is the alternate art Curio card. So this is for auction now. It's already at $1,050. Very generous bid. Really appreciate it. It's really going to help a lot with supporting the artists coming to the Las Vegas Sorcery Con event. So a great hit. Congrats on that one. Dang. Nathan Martinez pulled a sample Fireward gem, Ruby Core. That is a monster pull. All right, here we go. Flaming Sword, an exceptional relic of furious zeal. Man, this is a great artwork by Alan Pollock. You always know it's Alan. I mean, his paintings look like photographs. The quality is incredible. Recently, in Liz Danforth is coming to Sorcery, and she was raving about how great Alan Pollock is. She said he's one of the best artists out there in terms of his skill and technique is just so refined, so great. Alan was at the Baltimore show. I'm going to try to reach back out to him because initially he was interested in Las Vegas Sorcery Con, and then he kind of like backed out a bit. And I don't know if it's because he thought there were budget challenges, or he said he was like, pretty busy this fall, so maybe he just can't do it with his schedule. But I want to make sure he understands budget will not be a concern because I'm really dedicated to doing, I'm offering my own beta card, and I'll do more things like that, to make sure that we can make the artist whole. And it seems like the community really wants to rally and support that cause too. So I don't think budget is going to be a problem at all. And I really want the artists to come and experience it as much as I want the fans to be able to meet the artists, right? It's for the artists and the fans. It's going to be great for both. But a beautiful card, the Flaming Sword, an exceptional relic of furious zeal. Let me take a quick look at this one. I forget how this one shook out for the Alpha debut. Sorry, I'm shaking it all over the place. So, wow, it was only 1 to cast. It became 4 to cast. An exceptional weapon, fumes and flares. So Genesis, the bearer of the sword is splash damage. The bearer also has +1 power. Bearer has +1 power, and it strikes splash full damage to each other enemy. I can't read, guys. Each other enemy at struck unit's location. That is kind of awkward wording. I think it's not my reading ability. It's the wording. So is there going to be a leader unique in this last slot? Or is he going to get... How many exceptionals did we pull? 1, 2, 3. So in theory, this should be an elite or unique, but it's interesting. It was the last card in the pack. And I forgot the order. I don't know. Was the order different, or are you going to get 4 exceptionals? Here we go, guys. Oh! The Pact with the Devil. Oh my god, this is a monster card. Pact with the Devil, Jeff Menges. Elite Magic for the price of your soul. Sacrifice a spellcaster minion to draw 3 spells, or lose a third of your life total, round it up, and draw 3 spells. Dude, this is one of the top cards in Alpha. Certainly one of the top Jeff Menges cards. Absolute powerhouse. I don't recall if this has ever been pulled. I mean, the elites and uniques are absurdly rare. The pops on these are small single digits. Small single digits. This is a sick artwork by Jeff. Absolutely great and incredible. And it's just like a super iconic looking throwback 90s vibe type artwork and card. Huge congrats on this pull, man. That is really big. I don't know if you were hoping for a unique. It doesn't matter. Unique or if you guys see a unique or an elite as a sample card, just grab it. If it's a reasonable price, something you can afford, something you care about and you're into, I'm telling you guys, they're stupid rare. You know, maybe they'll all go to 0. Maybe the game will fail, just like people are saying. There's a retraction. It's all going to 0. It's all over for Sorcery, right? Or maybe not, and people will care about the sample cards long term, and they're stupid rare. But rarity is one part of the equation. Demand is the most important part of the equation. When you're talking about valuation, longevity, things like that. Will there be demand? But that is a sick card. I'm glad this came from the German pack and not one of my own packs. It would have been bittersweet. But let's look at the Jeff Menges Pact with the Devil. I think this became a unique in Alpha. Is that right? Yeah. So it was an elite. It's now a unique. So you had a rarity change. It's still called Pact with the Devil, of course. It went from 3 to cast to 4 to cast. It says unique magic commands a heavy price. Elite magic for the price of your soul. Man, I love that. I love that saying too. And they streamlined the card mechanic. It says sacrifice the caster or lose half your life, rounding up. If you do, draw 3 cards. So they kind of streamlined how the card works. But man, that is a great, great hit. I'm super happy for you that this worked out. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, whoever you are that generously let Mike open this on stream. I second that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the opportunity. You could have just opened it yourself, but you shared the experience with the community, and that is incredibly generous of you to do. So we are going to open a alpha box now too. It's been ages since I've done an alpha box break, so I'm super pumped about that. Thank you guys for sticking around. There's 31 people, it looks like. This is also streaming on the Collector Arthouse page. I have a Collector Arthouse page. I have a Collector Arthouse. Let me get this up. I have a Collector Arthouse page, a Collector Arthouse Facebook group. I have a Sorcery Contested Realm community group. That's the largest, 4,100 people. And then I have a Sorcery Marketplace buy, sell, trade. It's the largest marketplace that exists for Sorcery. There's 3,700 people in that group. What other groups? I have a SCR Art Market group and a Sorcery Artist Proof and Altars group. I think that's my full Facebook presence. So several groups there, and then a Collector Arthouse Discord, and then of course www.collectorarthouse.com was the first thing I created, and I have the Collector Arthouse Patreon if you guys want to check that out. It's all in the link tree in the footnotes. But let me tell you about a few things going on, guys, coming up this week. All right, so we talked about the Guile Sirens is the charity auction. This is my card. I think it's my first ever personal sale in Sorcery. So I'm a hoarder and a collector at heart, and I went really hard on paintings, and I don't own like a lot of cards, but I did go for some of the curios, and I remember acquiring this one. It was kind of like a cash and trade deal, so I paid like a pretty good amount for this, and then also I think gave the person like a sample pack slot or two. and he used that as compensation to get into one of the sample breaks. But this is a beautiful curio because it's foil. It's a great artwork by Elvira, even though she doesn't think so herself. And yeah, it's a great curio, and it's currently for auction. Started last night, and it goes till Tuesday. It's currently at $1,050, and 100% of the proceeds, I'm not keeping any of this, it's just donation, is going to be donated to the Artist Fund and go directly to artists to cover their travel costs and their expenses to attend the Sorcery Con show. So join the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group and or the Collector Arthouse Discord, and that's where you can bid on that card. Or you could always direct message me, and I could place a private bid for you. And I have admins in those forums that independently validate. I take a screenshot, and they validate that someone did indeed place that private bid, and it's not just some shenanigans like I'm trying to goose the market or something, or this other bullshit that people accuse me of. All right, the other thing is the Brahm Death Speaker. So we talked about Guardian CCG, baby. That's the box it comes out of. Nah, not this one. That one doesn't come out of. This one comes out of it. The Guardians card, right? And then Eric licensed the use of this artwork from Brahm for one of the biggest, most iconic cards. I'll just leave it in the sleeve for time efficiency here. So this is, I'm taking private offers on this through the end of the month. So where are we at? Today's July 21st. A week from Wednesday is July 31st. So at that point, we'll look at what the private offers are on this, and if it's suitable to the seller, it'll sell privately. If he wants to bring it to auction, we'll decide maybe to bring it to auction the first week of August or so. Yeah, a few people have placed offers on this. I've gotten some really good offers. So we'll see where that one goes, but that's currently up. Just message me on Discord or Facebook if you'd like to place an offer on that one. And that's how you could acquire that card. This card, there's only like 10 to 15 known to be discovered of this card. It's extremely rare. It's considered by many to be the top card in all of Sorcery. People always say either the Death Speaker, Alpha Curio. It's certainly one of the most rare cards. And then the top grails in terms of cards are, people would cite this card, the Frank Frazetta Death Dealer Curio card, or the Alpha Philo Stone. They're all super valuable. This is certainly one of the most valuable cards. There's been a 5-figure sale of this card. About $11,500 was the top sale. I think I sold one, was it last year sometime? I think the bidding, again, went to like $7,300 or so, and then it sold privately for a bit higher than that. So that ended up getting sold as well. It was a private sale, so I don't want to say the amount, but it was a bit higher than the $7,300 that the auction closed at. So it didn't hit reserve, basically. So and that was actually a Gem Mint 10 graded card. So what I want to do next is, so this is the Jeff Easley Artist Proof. This is currently at auction at the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group and Collector Arthouse Discord until 8 p.m. this evening. I think it's currently at $650. We've had 2 Jeff Easley Artist Proof cards sold so far. They both went for well over $1,000. I want to say $1,400-ish for the Heat Ray, and then the other one, I forget, was it $1,200? I don't know. Last couple of weekends I did that. Jeff Easley, he's one of the most legendary living artists, fantasy artists around. He was huge in Dungeons and Dragons. Working for TSR in the early days. He shared a studio with Alan Pollack and Tony Sudlow in the early part of their career, and their careers really took off into Magic, of course, and now Sorcery. All 3 of those guys being in Sorcery. And this is one of the first 3 artist proofs that Jeff Easley did. This is the second East-West Dragon, and it's really cool because it kind of mirrors a curio in the sense that it was inverted and faces west to east. But yeah, a stunning artwork. He's one of the legends, one of the top fantasy artists, and he's a master at dragon art too. He's exceptionally skilled at that. All right, guys. So now, one more thing. All right, so I'm gonna have another charitable auction coming up probably later in the week. So let me tell you the story of this one. We were just talking about Alan Pollack, right? TSR guy shared a studio with some of the greats. So the Moon Clan Werewolf. It was super interesting because in Alpha, in the non-foil version, I opened this in my Alpha showcase, and there was a misattribution to Santiago Caruso on this card. And then they fixed it for Beta. And then the foil was appropriately attributed to Alan. So this is an Alan Pollan artwork. It's an artist proof. You see the square corners. And there's Alan's awesome signature across the game mechanic box. So when I acquired the Elemental Avatars, I told you the guy very super generously agreed to donate $1,000 of that sale to the Sorcery Las Vegas SorceryCon Artist Fund. And he was going to, I also acquired another painting from him. It was an Alan Pollock painting. And I talked to him yesterday on the phone, and he said, Mike, there's two things that could happen here. One, I can give you this card because it should go with the painting, he thought. Or if you want, we can auction it as another charitable auction. He said, I saw you're doing your Guile Sirens curio auction. He's like, we could auction it, and the proceeds, all of it, whatever you want to do, can go to the Artist Fund. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to keep the card. He's generously donating this card, and we're going to auction this artist proof card, and it'll go to the Artist Fund, right? So these artist proofs tend to do very well typically. Alan Pollock's artist proofs are awesome. So the Moon Clan Werewolf, right? This person who acquired this card from Alan, he really wanted the Sorcerer artist proof, but there wasn't an artist proof card of Alan Pollock's Sorcerer because that was a pledge pack card, and it was like a promo card essentially, right? And Eric did not print any artist proofs for the promo cards. So he asked him to do a Sorcerer concept on the back of the Moon Clan Werewolf, and here it is. Freaking awesome concept. So if you recall from the Sorcerer, he has a hooded Sorcerer, right? Alan Pollock did. And it made Alpha in a way as a promo card. And it had these owls in the concept that he did for the Sorcerer. It's kind of like summoning them, or they're part of his aura and his vibe, essentially. So he has this awesome Sorcerer just kind of chilling, having a bowl of cereal on this plank of wood with these awesome beams that kind of remind you of his... what is that? Oh, man, I'm blanking on the card now. The Alan Pollock card that has that beam vibe in the background. It's a beautiful card. Divine Healing, right? It kind of reminds me of Divine Healing with the aura rays coming down and the light shining through, man. He's such a masterful artist. But you see this light source kind of beaming across, and the Sorcerer is just chilling there with his owls. Summoning, I don't know. Thinking about what to summon. Who knows what he's up to. So this will be auctioned at the Sorcery community Facebook group and the Collector Arthouse Discord, and 100% of the proceeds will go to the Artist Fund for SorceryCon. It's really exciting. We've already raised over $2,000 for that fund, and who knows, maybe we can get it to $3,000 plus and really incentivize the artists to come and be part of this amazing experience in Las Vegas with us. So great community efforts, really inspiring how generous people are. And then one more thing for cards before I show an original artwork. This is a big moment. You guys, and I'm going to open an alpha box, I promise. So a lot of you guys were here when I revealed the amazing artist Atlas Thorn, right? So Atlas Thorn, incredible artist. He was doing altars for Magic cards. He still does those. And I begged him for months. I was like, dude, please do sorcery cards. I will pay you. I will pay for the cards up front. We'll auction a few. I think they're gonna like it. I think there's gonna be a great reception for it, right? But I'll remove your risk, right? And finally, he's like, all right, we'll give it a shot. And huge reception. People love this stuff, and he's doing like stunning artworks. So I started scouring like Instagram and the Facebook groups and trying to identify the best of the altarists. And trying to convince them to put their beautiful work on sorcery cards, altar sorcery cards, right? A project that is so rich in art, and leverage my platforms, all my social media platforms, and the appreciation for art in the sorcery community to showcase their work to embracing fans that care about art, right? So it's a beautiful marriage of artists and these platforms that have thousands of people, creates visibility for the artists. It enhances, the sorcery community's collections and just the fun of gameplay with altars. You could play with altars because they retains the text box. So it's a lot of fun, right? So I started with Atlas Thorne, Vivian Calazans, Dustin Brossard, and now this is the 4th artist to join Collector Arthouse. First offer of this artist, and you can find her on. Let me see if I can link her Instagram. When I announce it, I want to be able to link it, so bear with me for a moment. I got someone wants to buy the grapple shot. I'll deal with that later. Bear with me one moment, guys. Oh, and the Facebook group just hit 4,100 members. So thank you very much. That's an amazing, amazing milestone that the community is growing tremendously. All right, where is the... I gotta find her Instagram, guys. All right, hang on, guys. Bear with me here. Patience now. Patience. All right, this is a big moment. All right, let me go to Instagram. I was trying to do it through the Facebook page because she's in the Facebook group too, of course. Why does it go to the reel? All right. How do I usually do it on the app, so I'm a little flustered. Oh, I search for reel. Okay. All right, guys. I'm almost there. So close, yet so far away. All right, here we go. All right. So I'm going to grab that link. She also has a link tree, so let me pull that up. All right, guys. I am the master of the slow roll. That is absolutely correct, John. All right. So this artist, something so unique. You won't find art like this in Sorcery, nor from the other altarists. Everyone is true to form in Sorcery. Everyone is 100% genuine and unique in their own style, true to their own style. You're not going to find two artists alike. And same with the altarists. I'm not going to have, all the altarists that I work with for now, they have a style unto their own that's very unique. And maybe it'll work for Sorcery someday. Maybe it won't. But we can enjoy it and experience it through Sorcery. And again, people will be able to appreciate it through the platforms. So this artist is an artist in Europe. I found her on Instagram. And I was blown away by the work she was doing. I was like, that is so different, so unique, so cool. The concepts, the colorful, I don't want to say playful. It's like of a serious nature. It's a colorful, different style, right, that we haven't seen yet. And her name on Instagram is The Alterland. And the artist's name is Adrina Jardim. But she goes by Alterland on Discord, right? So let me link that in the chat here. I'm going to link her Instagram. And then we're going to have the reveal of this card. There it is. Here you go. The Alterland. All right? So that just went out to all forums. And let me get her link tree in here. Grab it from the chat, in the live chat, and hopefully I'll remember later to put it in the show notes. And there you go. So here you have her link tree. And I'm going to set that aside as we do the reveal of this incredible concept. The Alterland, Adrina Jardim. The Lava Salamander, an exceptional beast with a fiery temper. Now, it takes you a minute to fully appreciate and absorb the brilliance of this concept and all the detail and the nuance that goes into it. So you have this figure, right? And this absolute wild, incredible color splash. The Lava Salamander. So it looks like she's almost captured in a lava lamp, right? Like this melting lava combing over her persona of her face, and the Lava Salamander draped over her face with a sheared, uniformed eye of the salamander and the woman, right? Absolutely genius. At first, you almost miss the salamander, right? You're like, wow, what is going on here? First you notice the color. Then you start looking closer. and you notice the color choices. You know, the salamander draped around, the joint eye draped around her figure and coming down, spiraling down, and these splashes of color coming around. The melted lava aspect of it, the dripping hot lava, right? Coming down from the top, below, from all sides, and then these figures to the left and right. The overlapping eye. Incredible. It's so nice. So this is a Melissa Benson artwork, which is perfectly fitting too, because Melissa Benson is also known for her lava salamander is striking on its own. Her artwork is more, it's not like as, I don't want to say detail is not the right word. There's not as much going on, right? It has a central focal point like you'd expect for a card. This has so much going on, so many different colors, so much detail, so much nuance to it, so much blending, color blending, style blending, concept blending. It's just absolutely amazing. The detail of the salamander, the color choices, the complexity of it, really stunning. You know, something so different. All these Altruists are absolutely unbelievable. All right, guys. So that is Adrena Jardim, the Alterland. Please check her out on Instagram. That'll be up at Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group and the Collector Arthouse Discord later tonight. What I want to do next is I'm also going to launch for the featured original painting of the week. That's what I was grabbing at the beginning of the show. When I turned my back to the camera and disappeared for a moment. But what we're going to have here, this is a long time coming. I had this on display at the Baltimore Sorcery Con. So we're going to pivot to one of the greats of Sorcery Alpha, Severin Pinu. So an opportunity. Ryan thought that was a sample. That's funny. All right, so Severin Pinu, right? This is a huge painting. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it under the camera. Notice it says Dragon Crystal. And look at the size. You're going to have to do some mental math here. I picked this time because it's conducive to Europeans, so Europeans get this no problem. 28 by 45 centimeters, right? They're like, yeah, of course, centimeters. Centimeters and millimeters. What else? What else would it be, right? We think in inches here in the United States. We cannot comprehend these centimeters. It makes no sense to us. But this is a very large piece, right? The Dragon Crystal. So where we're at in the sorcery market is that original paintings have tremendous value, right? They've appreciated tremendously. They used to be around, anywhere from $600 to a couple thousand, right? Some of the more established artists were right out of the gate at about $2,000, $2,500. Some were like $5,000, right? And have held to those prices. But now all of the art of sorcery, as I mentioned previously, is in that typically that 4,000 to 8,000 range, and then some of the very substantial, large, complex pieces, more rare pieces, more, I guess, like the rarity, unique rarity, elites, power level in the game. Those are all factors that influence it, and there have been 5-figure sales of several pieces at this point. This one is not within the sorcery game, but it's an artwork from Severin. So it's my point there is that it's very difficult affordability-wise for a lot of folks to acquire an original painting from sorcery from these great artists, right? That command a very premium valuation for their work, right? And what I think is an appropriate and fair valuation, given the quality of their work and the significance, the fact that it's published in the game and all this stuff, right? So this is outside the game. It's going to have a lower reserve. Severin's work can still command like a very healthy valuation outside of the game. Actually, initially more than she was selling her sorcery pieces for. She sells a lot of pieces for $5,000 to $10,000 routinely. This will have a reserve lower than that, and probably lower than you would expect from her typical sorcery piece. So it might be more attainable. We'll kind of see what the demand and interest is. But this is her Dragon Crystal. It's an amazing piece. It's very large, so I don't know if I could fully get it under the screen. I'm going to have to get a good picture of this. But this is a awesome dragon concept by Severin. And I'll try to zoom. It's in a protective acid-free bag. But this is an original painting, again, outside of sorcery, not in sorcery, to be very clear. But it's from Severin Pinu, an original. And she wanted to offer this up for the community. We did a embellished print series of this. Let me do this and kind of try to show it around. The intricate detail of this is amazing. Again, the scales on the dragon, all the detailed features. I got to turn it because I'm bumping into stuff on the end of my thing. But the crystal, you know, you got like a painting within the painting of this dragon crystal, right? Holding the crystal and then the scene within the crystal. So this is a beautiful piece by Severin. And we're going to run this probably tonight through Thursday or Friday night. We'll do like a week-long auction. Most of the proceeds will go to Severin, as typically is the case. There you have your classic signature in the lower right corner. And yeah, it's a beautiful piece and hopefully an opportunity for someone to own a Severin original where you might not otherwise be able to within the context of the Sorcery game, but still own a beautiful original piece. The embellished prints of these were super popular. They sold out very quickly. And then we had a limited series of regular prints that also sold out. A lot of people bought both. And oftentimes people that buy the regular print in a limited series or not, or an embellished print, often try to attain the original as well and display all three. So that could be an option as well. But that is the preview of that painting coming this week. And I think we are through all of the previews. So now we're going to get into this alpha box. And we have 5 people. And this is something I did not prepare ahead of time. So I got to label these boxes real quick. And then we're going to do an alpha box break. So let me go to the Collector Arthouse Discord. What are you guys talking about in here? The faces. Oh, you're talking about the altar card. Yeah. It's a gorgeous altar. Take a look at that altar while I'm messing around here. Look at that. The altar land, guys. What a genius. So, I was blown away by that concept. First, I looked at it and I was like, damn, that looks good. And then I came back to it the next day and I really started looking close and I was like, I got to tell you, you're a genius. She's super humble. She's like, I hope people like it. I was like, they're going to like it. I don't think you have to worry about that. They're definitely going to like it. All right, let me go to my alpha break channel. So we got 5 people. So, yeah, the altar is incredible. These artists are so humble, you know? They're always like, you know, I don't know. It's, who made it is the Altarland. Adrena Jardim is her name, but she goes by the Altarland on Instagram. You'll see when I post it. I'll post it when it goes live for auction at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. All right, so we're going to have user 17. He had 6 packs. Then we look at my chicken scratch, guys. It's embarrassing. Then we're going to have Ghost Pants. And he had 13 packs. All right. Then we got Sal. Had 6 packs. Let me cross this out. The old box. AKK Bro. 13 packs. All right. And then lastly, Hightaz. Hightaz the man. He's super into Sorcery now. We're all Sorcery stands all of a sudden. He just had the 1 pack. Usually I have a 5-pack minimum, but he bought a couple altars that I got to ship to him. So I was like, hey, no problem. I'll just ship it with the altars. All right, so let's get into the box. This is going to be fun. It's been so long. Are you selling these packs in Discord or Patreon? Join. Oh, yeah. You're in my Collector Arthouse Discord, right? Like, I sell these in Discord. I'll open up a channel for another break probably after this. I've had that channel out there for ages. There wasn't a lot of interest. There was mostly interest. I think people look at me as the sample pack guy and the historian of the game and the art guy, and they don't think I do alpha breaks. But I did do several alpha breaks early on. I tend to pull alpha foil stones like it's candy, you know? Like just reaching into the candy bag, foil stone, no problem, no problem. You know? So I haven't done a ton of breaks, but I pulled 2 alpha foil stones. And those are some of the highlight hits. I remember the Alpha Death Dealer because someone like specifically requested that one. And I was like, yeah, you got it, buddy. No problem. I'll pull that for you. And then I pulled it in that break. It was like a sick twist of fate. It was unbelievable. Yeah. Thank you for being in Patreon, by the way, and for joining recently. So, oh, Paul Cho, what's up, man? Dude, yeah, good to see you. It's been a long time. So a lot of the OGs, like Paul, they kind of like took a step back from sorcery, or like at least have been out of the social media scene, and are just. I was talking with like some of them recently, and this is part of the like sorcery is dead theory, conspiracy theory. Like, oh, all the OGs are gone, and some of the prices are retracting, and this and that. But a lot of people, it's like a summer lull, right? Things got a little stale for them. They're waiting for Arthurian Legends, and they're gonna re-engage. I think like when Arthurian Legends comes out, we're gonna have like a wild resurgence of let's do Hytaz's pack right off the top. We're gonna have like a wild resurgence of a lot of the OGs coming back, and then a lot of new people coming in. So it seems like kind of slow in the summer right now. Yeah, a lot of people, he says he's just enjoying the game. So a lot of people just took a step back and are playing the game. They're not screwing around on social media, which is fine. Which is great, actually. You want people to be playing the game, right? It's important. All right, hi, Taz. I'll just throw wrappers on the floor over here. Oh, the no malas. So I just sold that original painting. So it's awesome. We pulled that one off the top. Chain Lightning, Scavenging Fiend. Was I off screen there? I apologize. I got to get oriented to the camera. The Silence, an elite aura of simpler times. Let's see. Are we gonna hit a foil? You might have got the Cave Trolls. Always got to check the trolls. A Curiosa game. So no foil off the top. All right, basic pack for Hytaz. Yeah, good luck, everybody. Is that an Irish four-leaf clover? The details in the glass. All right. Good luck to all. It's been a long time since we've done a break. So I appreciate you guys wanting in. I think I did a pretty fair offer price. I did $40 for Patreon supporters on this one, and $42 for, you want to do sale? 6 packs? And I'll do them like across the face of it to try to mix it up in case you have clumping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did $40 discounted price for Patreon members in the paid tiers, and then I did $42 for non-patrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for sale. And I think like the Whatnot breakers, people are doing breaks are at like $45 a pack. At 40 to 42, there's really not a whole lot of profit margin because that includes shipping and stuff. I don't charge people extra for shipping unless it's like international. So I think it was a good fair offer. I just really wanted to do one. It's been a long time. So we're looking for foils or curios, guys. I'm rusty. It's been so long since we did a alpha box break. Done how many sample packs? 25? 26 maybe? 27? There was like a few where people let me open them on the channel. Like the one we did today. And the rest were like breaks where people bought in individual slots. So it's been a while. Oh, the Free City. Great artwork by Ian Miller. And we found in the Sorcery TCG, the Guardians CCG, they had the Humble Village. I love that artwork. They had the Atlas cards that pair together, like the Free City Curio did in Alpha. So you wonder if Eric likely drew inspiration for that for the Curio card. And Ian Miller has a lot of publications, book cover art. There you go. So the Lava Salamander. Take a look. This is what I was talking about earlier, guys. Look at the brilliance and the genius of this. You had the vibrancy of Melissa Benson's take and the beautiful green background. And then you have this super complex idea and concept and beautifully executed for the Lava Salamander by, so the Alterland, right? Adrena Jardim. So there's her little signature. It's really interesting. It's very small and subtle. like Atlas. He just writes Atlas on his. But beautiful, beautiful altar. The original's great. The altar's incredible. But that's cool. We pulled that one. I haven't seen that card in a while. Oh, the Ruler of Thul. Nice. So you got an Alpha Ruler. I'll sleeve that up in a minute. And hopefully, the Ral Dromedary. So Eric sent me a picture recently. He has this Ral Dromedary in like a super elaborate gold frame. And I was like, he was showing me a picture of something else, and the Dromedary was just chilling in the background. And I was like, dude, it was hard to focus with that Dromedary chilling and that wild frame you put on that thing. And he was like, that is the most elaborate framed piece he has. Which is hilarious. No curio. So he gave the white glove treatment to the Dromedary. It's hilarious. And now things get a little more interesting, says Paul. Yeah. Oh, did Sophie pull this ruler? Yeah, the ruler is a beautiful card. And Vincent Pompetti did the beta Ruler of Thul. And Jeff Menges just got... So there were not new artist proofs. This is an important point. There were not new artist proofs of the all of the beta cards. They were alpha exclusive, right? And the only exception to that, so there's only 25, the artist got 25 artist proofs. And there were 4 top backers of Kickstarter that got a complete set of the artist proofs. And then for beta, he did not reprint all of the artist proofs. What he did was he only did artist proofs of the new cards in beta. So the Rubble by Jeff Menges and the 4 Frank Frazetta 5. Frank Frazetta, is it 5? Frank Frazetta replacement cards, right? And so the Ruler of Thul, we're expecting Vincent Pompetti is going to get 25 copies of this. And he's going to offer those through Collector Arthouse, through my auctions. So stay tuned for that. That'll be huge. Oh, the Chaos Twister. I love that. That is a big card, guys. I think that's going to be a super iconic card. And I won't get into this story, but I think I influenced the design of that card. You can go find the story in Collector Arthouse Discord or hit me up after. I'll tell you about it. I did a post, though, in the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group about my dialogue with Eric about the Chaos Twister. And how my suggestion was that would be the Chaos Orb in Sorcery. I was like, dude, that would work so well with your grid-based concept in Sorcery Contested Realm. And lo and behold, it made it into Alpha, which is awesome. Oh, look at that. Now, this one, unfortunately, has some faint roller lines. It's very common on the non-foils in Alpha. But, dude, you just got 2 of the Frazetta cards. Wow, what are the odds there? It probably is, that's probably common, right? You get the Courtesan Tice and the Ruler. Are they paired? Wow, that's unbelievable. In 6 packs, you got 2 of the Grell Frazettas. Princess Wizard's a nice card. Incredible. Just sleeve that baby up. So, no foils yet. But, man, if you're going to hit some unique hits, the Frazettas are a great, great pull. Hot boxing, says Joe. On the play. Now we know who to blame. For what? What was I talking about? I talk so much I can't even remember what I just said. What did I do now? All these shit talkers. This is On the Play guy. Who is this guy? Anybody know this guy? How about updating that website so we know what artists are coming to Sorcery Con, man? Oh, Chaos Twister. Yeah, Chaos Twister. One of the greatest cards in Alpha. You can blame me all you want for that one. I stand by it. Get those artists on the website here. We gotta get people coming to Sorcery Con, Las Vegas. All right, Vril Revenant. I sold this painting I sold it before, but I gave it to the guy at the Baltimore event. The original painting, Margaret Organ Keene. Beautiful painting, man. The guy was great guy. Grapple shot. Super nice, and he's very excited. Freaking Bostrel. The freaking Bostrel. He was so excited about that painting. That's the one piece he had to have. As I mentioned, there's people going for certain Alpha pieces, because they're not cheap, right? But on the other hand, like with paintings between 4 to 8K, for those of you that were in on the Kickstarter, you can sell a case of alpha, and it would pretty much fund a painting. A lot of these paintings, right? So would you rather have the cards or an original piece of art? That's the opportunity cost. Everything in life is about opportunity cost. People say they can't afford things. Let me do the other 6-pack for user 17, and then we'll do the two 13 bangers. So we got user 17 for 6. And we haven't hit any foils yet. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ruler and courtesan. Yep. Uniques. Drinking game. Take a shot every time Mike says I sold this painting. Should make for an interesting Sunday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've sold over 50 paintings. That's sold. I've also bought 1,000 paintings. No, I'm just kidding. I have a lot. I do have a lot. So I've seen like, dude, have I seen, I don't think it's been 25% of the alpha paintings. I probably have seen like, seen. That includes not sold. I sold some significant percentage of the alpha paintings, but I've seen a lot as well. So what are we doing? User 17, which is amazing. Like when you guys see these paintings in person, I was talking about the Unlikely Alliance. The Unlikely Alliance is unbelievable. And like I was so close to buying it. Sometimes I'll just buy the painting instead of auctioning it. It's a little rare that I do that. The Recurring Spectre. Tony told me recently he's working on a couple artist proofs he's going to send me. I think this might be one of them. So hopefully he'll ship that out soon, and that'll be available at auction soon. The Cloud Spirit. Such a great concept. Dispel. You want me to rattle off which paintings I've sold or owned? If you guys will drink, I'll start doing that. You want to? All right. Windsylph, I sold that one. Not Disenchant. Let me. Oh, that Alkaline Dryads. I sold that one. Cloud Spirits. No. Dispel. I own that one. So you got 3 right there in that pack. Someone's got to take 3 shots. Someone's gonna pass out in like 2 packs. Drink up, boys. Boys and girls. Last man or woman standing. It's 1:30 on a Sunday afternoon. Where are the foils? Good point. All right. Oh, we got a foil coming. All right. Captain Baldassare. What a goat. What a goat that guy is. Dispel. Dude. I wish I actually have this one. I didn't frame this one yet. That's a beaut. That is a beauty. Come on, focus for us. There we go. That is a beautiful original painting. Elvira Pawlikowska. One of you guys, there you go, the Violimp. Jeff just got his version of the artist proofs. One of you guys go ahead and like the video, for God's sake. Maybe even comment after it posts. For the love of God, please just leave a comment. I'm begging you. It's free to do. Hit the like button. It's free to do. Someone might watch this video. They'll be like, Mike, 2.5 hours? No problem. I don't have anything to do. You could listen while you mow the lawn. Sometimes my overhead cam doesn't work. Who knows what could happen? Just listen to it. Listen to my beautiful voice. Michael Irvin hits the like button. Appreciate it. Do you know who has crater eyes? What's up, dude? What are you doing? Going outside? What does your shirt say? Sky Zone? That's sick. Nice. I'm opening some cards. Backstab. But it's not the foil. Man, it's not focusing. All right, Jack. Be careful, dude. Got some precious cargo here.
Dad.
Yeah. Common sense. Great card.
Dad.
Yeah. What's up?
I think Ozzy and Natalie coming to our house.
They're coming to our house?
Yeah, I know.
Are they going in the basement?
Yeah.
All right.
I know. They're not there yet.
Well, did they ask if they're allowed to? What, is it too hot outside?
Yeah.
All right. You can play in the basement. Easy with the window there, guy. You're going to expose me. Pull it down. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're in trouble.
Dad, look at my duckies.
All right. Let me see them real quick. Let me see.
Audie is inside.
We got ducks.
Me too.
Look at that. You paint these?
No.
It's a nice collection.
Yeah.
All different colors.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about these ducks. Sell me a duck. Sell me a pen, Jack.
Pen?
Yeah, how would you sell it?
They give you some my salad.
What about the use case? How would you use a pen?
What?
How would you use the pen?
I got push the button and then
Push the button.
draw.
And then draw. Yep. All right. I'll take one. You know what? I'll take 3. Adept Illusionist. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get the ducks out of here. All right, guys. Guys, go downstairs and play in the basement. This is getting too crazy. Get these ducks out of here.
We are crazy.
Losing control. All right, go downstairs. I'll come to get you in the basement when I'm done.
Okay.
All right. High fives.
High five.
High five, Jack. Beautiful. One more.
Come.
All right. See you later.
See you later. Come quickly.
All right. Yeah, probably only be about 5 minutes. Maybe 50. All right. User 17. You hit 2 of the foils so far. Junior Collector's running wild up in here. I unliked the video to just like it again. Thanks, Drew. Appreciate it. How's the artist coming? How's that artist listing coming? Oh, the Highland Falconer. Let's get back to own or sold. Nope. Own it. Yeah, I love that one. Nope. Oh, not much. Not much up in here. Not much. I'm a bum. I did own that Highland Falconer, though. That's a beaut. 5 minutes a pack. Is that our pace? That's pretty good. I'm ahead of schedule if that's the case. All right, guys. We're making good time. I think we're almost halfway through. What was the Elite Polymorph. Remember we auctioned one of those? Francesca Berald. Next weekend, we're going to have the Mountain Giants. All right, we got a foil coming. I did sell this painting from Matthias Frisk. If this one sold, this was a while back. If it sold recently, that one would crush. We just sold the Gnome Hollows painting for $8,999. A great sale. Going to a great community member who had to have it. Zacharoni and Cheese. What a name. Your favorite art in Sorcery is Unravel? Yeah. Unravel's a nice one. Anything from Severin is incredible. And I hope a true Severin fan gets that dragon painting. It's a great painting. It could I wonder if it could be licensed and used in Sorcery. It'd be really cool. She did it for I forgot to mention it. She did it for like a French festival. She lives in France, of course, and she goes to shows constantly. So she did that painting for a large banner that they had at this festival event. Severin's awesome, guys. Great person and a great artist. All right, AKK, bro. 13 packs, and then we're gonna finish up with Ghost Pants. All right, let me focus for some clutch counting here. 1, 2, 3. See how I'm splitting them up? 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, and 13. 13 packs, mixing it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 packs for AKK, bro. What a name. Here, let me put your packs in view so people don't, so I don't get scammer accusations. Scammer. Jesus. Everyone's got a problem with somebody. Everyone's got a problem. Everyone else is the problem. No one is ever the problem themselves. Self-same's Simulacrum. Beautiful. Beautiful one. The Abilene Dryads again. The Men I'm Laying. Interesting. No foil. Yeah, counting is tough. You should try reading. Reading is impossible. I could count if I focus. At least up to a certain number. No problem. Try to read, though. Try to read some of the flavor text on these sample cards. You talk about 5 minutes a pack. You should read some flavor text. The Grim Reaper. That's a beaut. We saw it at the Spring Social, the original painting. Ooh, the Deep Sea Mermaids. What a beautiful one. So I do know who owns the original of this. If anyone's interested, we're thinking about bringing it to auction at some point someday. That's a real nice painting, a really nice looking foil. It's just an ordinary, but it's a nice one. All right. Let me just get a bunch of sleeves out. The Deep Sea Mermaids, another foil. Some water. Who's got the water up in here? Or the maple syrup? Working on it. All right, Drew's working on the artist listing. Beautiful. All right. And then the Grim Reaper. What are you guys up to this weekend? How you guys feeling about Sorcery? Do you think the game's at risk because we're having a little price retraction? Because there's not like massive liquidity in alpha? What do you think? Ooh, Battle Mage. Is it just a little summer lull as people are out playing with their kids in the basement with the kids? As they storm through, crash the party? What's going on? Not at all. We're all good? Yeah. You know, with annual releases, we're going to have some vicious highs and lows, I would guess. Lulls in the market, lulls in content creation, lulls in interest in breaks, an interest in set collecting, because people are going to collect their sets, and then they're just going to go play the game, right? People complain sometimes on the community group. They're like, this guy talk a lot about art on this group. Well, yeah, because that's where I'm knowledgeable, right? And they're like, where's the gameplay? It's like, well, if you want to talk about gameplay, post about gameplay. Please, I invite you. But I'm not an expert in gameplay, so I can't contribute that much in that regard. But it's certainly welcome, and I embrace it. But it's hard to talk about gameplay, for one. And then secondly, cave trolls. People that are game players are playing the game. They're not on social media talking about playing the game. They're playing the game. So certainly, like on these social media platforms, there's going to be less talk about gameplay and more about collecting and art and investing in speculation, all the other great ways to enjoy a TCG. And all aspects are important. Gameplay is very fundamental and important because fundamentally this is a game. But the other segments are very important as well. And we shouldn't admonish one over the other and say one's more important than the other, or criticize people for having preferences or interest differences. Who cares? Who cares what the other guy does? Worry about what you like and enjoy what you like, and don't let anybody tell you that one is better than the other. It doesn't matter, you know? Whatever you like, you like. So like it. Pretty simple concept, huh? If you like it, just like it. It's all you got to do. No problem. I think we're starting to see the negatives of one set per year, though. Yeah, it literally is the first price dip since inception. Remain calm. Well, yeah, I mean, what would you expect? Like, look at the stock market. Do things go higher, higher, higher? Ooh, Death Speaker. Beautiful. Tony Sudlow. No, there's ebbs and flows. There's lulls. Things spike. They go sideways. They consolidate. They retrace. And then sometimes they take a leg higher. Sometimes the company hits hiccups. And it retraces more. And it recovers or it never recovers. Who knows? You know? In TCGs, it comes down to business execution, just like a stock or a company does. So the company's execution is going to be critically important above all else. I mean, look at the Lord of the Void. It's a given that this is a beautiful, amazing product. The artwork is incredible. Contrary to some opinions out there, it's amazing. Top of the line artwork. And most people universally agree, right? That it's amazing, beautiful artwork. Very broad diversity of styles and talent. And the gameplay is amazing too. So on an art level and a gameplay level and a card aesthetics and quality level, in alpha it had some print quality inconsistencies and hiccups. Beta has been better in that regard, in my opinion. Oh, we got a big one here, guys. Oh, the Aquamarine Core. How about it? Oh, that's a monster. Look at that. A core. Wow. Beautiful card. Look at this. Look at that. Damn. The cores. Look at the foil treatment on these cores. The cores are some of the best foils in the game, guys. Oh my god. What a home run. I am crushing on these alpha breaks. Maybe the trick is don't do them all the time. You know? And then you could brag like a Trump. You could call yourself the best breaker of all time because you're just pulling 8/9s out of the hat like it's nothing. The foil Philosopher's Stone, no problem. 2 of those, Death Dealer, no problem. Aquamarine Core, sure, why not? Dude, it's sick. If prices retrace, pounce. You know? These are beautiful, beautiful cards. The best in the industry. In my braggy, not humble at all opinion. According to you, some of you slandering bastards. Oh my god. What a beautiful, beautiful card. So the centering on this is not perfect. You get some things with surface and centering. And the centering looks a bit off on the text box to me at first blush, right? It's a little slanted. But it's a gorgeous foil and a huge, huge hit. So that was AKK, bro. 13 packs. And you just got a significant chunk of your money back on that monster hit. Unbelievable. Congrats, dude. Happy for you. Appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to do this. I love doing breaks, and I've really wanting to open alpha for a long time. The sample packs are always a ton of fun. Really enjoy the sample packs and the rich history of Sorcery, but getting into alpha is super exciting because there's so much value in these boxes. And to hit a card like that is just really special. And now oh, the Diluvian Kraken. Damn, what a sick artwork. Dan Seagrave. He's so good. So we're hitting our stride here with the foils. The Swamp Buffalo. There's so much line detail in this piece. Jussie Pilkus. So I still have several Jussie Pilkus artist proofs that'll be coming to market. Coming to auction. You know, like all the artist proofs and alters do. I might have some alters also available for direct sale through the Collector Arthouse Patreon at some pretty attractive prices. One of the artists said that they'd be open to doing like a kind of like a summer special at a real great price. So I'm going to offer that exclusively in the Collector Arthouse Patreon pretty soon. But typically the artist proofs and alters would be sold via auction. I also have Vincent Pompetti and Elvira Palakowska artist proofs available for direct sale. If you join the Collector Arthouse Discord or check collectorarthouse.com, you can find those. Oh, is that right? $1,600 for the Aquamarine Core? Wow. So he did great. What was... Holy shit. So that is a... What did he pay for the box break? He paid $520 for 13 packs. And he hit a $1,600 card. That's incredible. I'm not saying that's going to happen all the time. That would be a pump and dump statement. Or a hype statement. Because I'm a hype artist, right? I'm the hype guy. Yeah, I'm the dirty hype guy that talks too positively. He likes sorcery too much. What a scumbag. What a scumbag, this guy. Look at that. Dwarven digging team. The dwarves. Exceptional. So he paid $520 and he hit a $1,600 card. Good for you. You beat the odds. That is not normal. But there's a lot of value in alpha. So I think I'll after the episode I will. This guy's crushing on the foils. I will open another box break opportunity, and I got to think about the pricing too, so there's reasonable margin, and I'm not just ripping through alpha too fast. I sold a few boxes of alpha because I'm a fiend with these paintings, and I'm like, I never sell anything. You know, it's not a good it's not a good pattern to just buy and not sell. So I figured I'd do some breaks, and I sold a few boxes of alpha, which reminds me, I gotta run to the blank is a beautiful artwork. Gotta run to UPS today, get those out. But yeah, I'll do more breaks. AKK, bro, man. So you got the Lord of the Void. I'll open up another break. Go to Collector Arthouse Discord, and I'll open a channel, and people could buy into the next break. So you got the Lord of the Void unique, Death Speaker, Battle Mage, Grim Reaper. So then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 foils. The Deep Sea Mermaids. Oh, sorry. Holding it too high. The Core. Home Run Grand Slam. And Exceptional Dwarves. Killed it. That's awesome. That is great. So I'm glad we got a very significant hit in the box. And so in this case, I think I have... Let's see. I sold 3 boxes straight up. I think one of my Patreon supporters wanted a box, so I was going to hook him up. And, yeah. And then, Ghost Pants with the last 13, all right? 13 more packs to go. Do I have one box after the Patreon box? It doesn't matter, guys. I still have several more cases of alpha. So I'm not going to like go nuts and do breaks like constantly, but I do want to mix them in. And we're going to have a fun, not a break, I'm not going to sell. Let me know if you want to do dead CCG breaks. Someone told me, he's like, dude, you would crush if you did dead CCG breaks. I was like, really? People would do that? I think it would be fun because like I'm gonna buy those and open them anyway, not as like breaks, but just do openings because I'm researching the history of Eric Olofsson, the creator of Sorcery, co-creator with Nick Reynolds, and I'm gonna do some dead CCG openings. Maybe I'll even do breaks if people care to, but we'll do an opening and see what people think. This is a great artwork. The Apprentice Wizard, or not the Apprentice. I think it's just called Wizard. But yeah, we're gonna open a box of Guardians live probably one of these days. So stay tuned for that one. But we got 13 packs to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, baby. All right, 13. Mike has a warehouse of alpha that looks like the end scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Dude, you know what's funny about that? There's like these young guys in Sorcery. They probably are like, Raiders of the Lost Ark, what's that? What is that? They don't even know about these old classics. It's hilarious. I had a guy tell me he'd never heard of Goonies. I did like a Goonies meme. The freaking guy was like, what's that? Who's Chunk? Who is that Chunk guy? The Rateness Titan. There's a great history of that I profiled on the community Facebook group as well. Cave Trolls? Curio? No. No Curio. Google it, guys. Google it, kids. Oh, man. Dude, it's so fun getting an alpha. I appreciate you guys that bought into this break. I'll do another whenever people want to. I got enough to do it. Ooh, the magnetic muzzle. What is... It takes so long for the focus to come in. The dromedary. All right. What do we got? About 11 packs to go. I'd love to hit another high-end foil. It'd be beautiful. But that was exciting, hitting the core. Something. Oh! Speaking of which, baby, the ruby core. So it's got a little surface stuff. I mean, it always has some surface lines, right? But we hit a ruby core. We hit a foil and a non-foil core. What a case. Phenomenal. So, like, you say that... Oh, the Sorcerer. So, a $1,600 card. I think I gave these guys a good deal selling these alpha boxes. I sold like a few for $1,100 shipped. Paid for shipping myself, and I think that's a really great price. I mean, I could make a lot more just breaking them myself. So I don't think I'll sell a lot of boxes direct like that. I'd rather do breaks, and I don't want to like run out of alpha or wait for it to scream higher if it does. I want to be able to do breaks for years to come. Years. That's it. There's the breaking news, guys. You thought you could get rid of me so soon, but I'm here to stay on this game. I love Sorcery, and I want to be doing this for years. So I'm not just gonna like go nuts and sell all the boxes. The Roots, a big Drazel. I still have a about a handful of Vincent Pompetti Artist Series Roots playmats. I'm helping Vincent sell those. So if anyone's interested, I got to figure out how to price them. You know, we decided to offer like a handful, and then we reserve some because, you know, people just try to sell them for like double on the secondary market. It's important for the artists to do the best they can, right? And not... Oh, later, Sean. Non-foil Alpha Ruby is $122. Nice. It's not bad. I think getting some of the... That's not bad at all, honestly. Very affordable. So getting some of those like A9 non-foils, that might be a good play if Sorcery has success. The Great Wall. I'll sleeve up the uniques for you. Someone was asking me recently if I know who has the Great Wall original painting, and I do not. I think, actually, I think it was offered in the Kickstarter collector tier, wasn't it? So if anyone knows who owns that painting, please let me know. And actually, if any of you guys were in the collector tier and got an original painting, I would myself be very interested in many of those pieces. So I might purchase it from you if you're looking to sell it. Please reach out to me. I don't have enough paintings yet. Please help me. Please. Help take all my money. I just need more house. Is all I need. More walls. More negotiating with the wife to allow me to hang some paintings. I think if I'm not mistaken, she said I could hang the Avatar of Air in our dining room. So it was a breakthrough. It was a real breakthrough moment. All right, but it's at the frame shop. And I'm still picking out the frame. I spent hours there and I couldn't decide. So I was like, you know what? Leave it here. I'll come back, and when I get some of my other paintings that the guy's working on, maybe I'll be able to make a decision on this. All right, guys. So we got a little more than a handful of packs left. We hit 2 cores in this box. Beautiful. Oh, yes. Another A9. And my favorite of the A9s, Mix Ignis. And actually, so Elvira Shakarova just finished a set of embellished prints of these. We did a series of only 7 embellished prints, and she's going to ship them out to me very soon. They're already sold. There's another example of embellished prints series that I sold to Patreon supporters. So check out the Collector Arthouse Patreon, please. It's a great way to support me and ultimately support artists, since we offer exclusive products through the Patreon as well. Collaboration products like embellished prints and commission concepts and things like that. And, you know, I usually offer the best pricing on the market on sealed product as well. I always try to offer the very best. I did an offer recently, and someone within an hour mirrored my pricing. It's a pretty interesting development. You know? So people try to compete, I guess. Whatever. But I'm always going to try to offer the very best price you can get through my Patreon to give back to people that support me and appreciate their efforts. You know, above the minimum advertising price, so compliant with the company's rules. But I will offer the best possible price that I can. I'm not worried about profit margin on sealed product. I want to spread the product wide and far and give back to Patreon supporters as part of the value proposition, and just giving thanks for supporting me in that way, which helps a lot with like various costs of doing the streaming of time, dedicating the time to all the initiatives I do. Oh man, we got Gnome Hollows. Just sold that painting. Let's see, do we have a curio? Gnome Hollows, man. Oh, such a great painting. This was the best sale Matthias has ever had of a painting. He was so happy with the sale of this awesome card. It's a great, powerful card, too, in the game. Dude, that's a nice hit. Amazing original painting. A lot of you guys got to see it. Matthias and I showcased it at the Baltimore Sorcery Spring Social event. So I'm glad so many people got to come out to that event. I think the Las Vegas Sorcery Con is going to have record-setting attendance. Just sold that painting. Yes, you need the drink. Just sold the painting. So that is a drinking moment. So yeah, please buy your tickets for Vegas so we can settle our budget and really plan more and more engaging opportunities. Maybe do some merchandise. We're thinking about, I won't say. It's premature to say. I don't want to be the guy that announces it prematurely during a live stream. But we're working on some really fun stuff, exciting things that you'll be able to get at the event, right? You got to come out to Vegas to get the good stuff. But it's going to be an amazing life experience beyond the goodies. So that's all you really need to know, isn't it? This one, original painting, might be coming back to market. Stay tuned. And some incredible Blood Ravens altar cards. We might have a whole Blood Ravens tribute week, in fact. In fact, I sold that one, so you need a drink. And I'm going to sell it again, so then you'll have to drink again. But, yeah, the Blood Ravens, man. It's an awesome concept and a great painting by Mikhail Nagy-Paul. Great guy, Mikhail. I forgot. Mikhail might be a guy who's interested in coming to Vegas. I'm working on that. I'm trying to convince him. And I think he needs to like work on his visa and stuff. I forget what he said about that, but he also has he's expecting a child. He's expecting his first kid. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. But his first, this is the last pack, guys. Last pack, magic. Oh my God, is that Frenchie? What are you talking about? Oh, is that the card you want? Oh, the Fei Changling? That's you? I always wondered what you look like. He's the Fei Changeling. Crater Eyes. Was someone asking me where that original painting is? I'm not sure. Not sure who owns that one. All right, so we got a foil Violimp in the last pack. All right, so this was the Frazetta case. We hit 2 unique Frazettas, non-foil. The foil Violimps and a foil core and a non-foil core. So, and a non-foil Mix Ignis. So we hit a bunch of the A9. And Frazettas. That is a sick box, guys. Unbelievable. Ryan Koenig confirms. It's a crazy box. I have God tier luck. You know what? I did the Alpha Showcase event and I pulled nothing. I think actually I pulled the Ruler of Thul non-foil and the Courtesan Tice non-foil. So those were great. I pulled, I had the average amount of foils. And I had all the Artisan. That's what it was about, right? But I didn't hit like any major like wild foil bangers. And but when I do these breaks, I've had unbelievable luck with these breaks. So I don't know. I don't know if my luck is gonna run up or if I am just a god. Or maybe I'm just a god. Anything is possible. You know? You can't scientifically prove that I'm not a god. So maybe I'm the god of ripping, breaking packs. Ultra Pro. Little Ultra Pro plug there. How about that one? All right, guys. So we got some amazing stuff coming. We got the Guile Sirens charitable auction. The easily ends tonight. Taking offers on the Grail of Grails, the Death Speaker. We're going to have a Guardian break. Those aren't for sale. We're going to have this one, another charitable auction to raise money. Hey, come on, baby. To raise money. And then tonight, the debut of Adrena Jardim, the Altar Land on Instagram. If you like her work, guys, please go let her know on Instagram. Please subscribe and follow her Instagram page. She's going to be posting about this. She's really excited to do her first sorcery altar. But yeah, show her some love. Even if you're not going to bid on the auction, it's fine. Not everybody's into altars or whatever. But reach out to the artists and tell them you appreciate their work, and just support them verbally. Just let them know if you like it. Let them know. They love that feedback. Everyone feels good to be complimented in their work, and she puts a tremendous amount of time and energy and detail to do the sketch. Oh, I think she also sent me some sketches of this too. So she did a sketch separately. She sent me a picture of the sketch, but she showed me a picture through DMs on Instagram. And man, she's got a great vision. This is super impressive. I showed one of the sorcery artists, and they were blown away by this concept as well. But what a great artist! What a brilliantly creative idea, and like amazing execution. So I really hope she has great success and does well. And I'm really happy and proud to showcase her work across all of my platforms. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. And if you do, please do reach out to her and let her know that she's doing a great job. And you wish her the best. All right. So that one is coming tonight. This ends tonight. This ends Tuesday. A lot of fun stuff going on. We had a great sample pack opening. Uh-oh. My camera. I unplugged my camera. I'm the missing link. I'm out of commission. I must have bumped something. Oh, God. All right, guys. I'm the missing link. I can't fix it. This is the end. Thank you all for joining. Here, enjoy the cards at least. The sample cards. I bumped something. The camera's not working. So no more face. But there it was. Where's the banger? Right on top. Packed with the Devil sample card. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate you sticking in for 2 hours. A lot of you guys were here the whole time. So everybody have a great rest of your Sunday, and hope to see you soon on the next live. Take care.